wherever you are right now and whenever you are right now, whatever the time is, does a prayer work when the people who are praying it are separated by time and by space? Well, I think so, and I suspect you do as well. Why? How can a prayer work, even with those divisions? There's so many other things that cannot work when human beings are separated this far. What makes a prayer work? What makes a prayer? How would you define it? Would you call praying the cry of a heart, that beautiful French phrase, the cri de coeur, when a human being either utters it out loud or in the heart or in the mind, some call unto the deity? Is that praying? Is that what prayer is, to call unto God? I think it is, but I think it's more than that. Some people suggest that praying is altogether bound up in a request, a petition. Oh, Lord, do this. Lord, please, I hope that. I want my friend to become well. All of these are prayers. And all of them are the beginning of prayer. But I don't think it's the fullness of prayer yet. If I asked you to define it in a word, 2 words, or a sentence, how would you define prayer so that you encompassed all of its parts and all of its possibilities? Communication. I've heard people say that prayer is communicating with God. And I think that's a piece of it. But once again, and this is so important, I don't think it's the whole of it. Because communicating can go one way and one way only. Or is prayer our talking to God and God making some kind of a response? Is that the whole of it? Getting closer. And still not the whole. What do you think? How will you have discussed this among yourselves? How do you define this action granted unto us by God, taught us by our own Lord? Let me give you a brief definition. Not just communication. Prayer becomes conversation. In other words, it has 4 parts to it. And for the prayer to be altogether complete, for this circle of praying to be whole, it needs for every part to take place. And each part is an act on its own. Here's how it goes. We speak. This everybody knows. But while we're speaking, God is performing another act altogether, but an absolutely necessary one. God is listening. Prayer is still not over, is it? No. Then God speaks. God responds unto us.